What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm checking out a song by a rapper I've actually never listened to, but he has a new song called Black Lives Matter. Obviously this is going to be relevant and speaking on issues that are very topical right now and going on as we speak, with the riots and everything going on in the United States and across the world for that matter. It's not just localized to one country, one neighborhood, one place. It's everywhere. And he's going to be speaking on things that are going on right now, such as racism and it's craziness. It's craziness. It's sad. Racism, you know what? Where I grew up and growing up, I was always taught and I always looked at people as individuals and I judged them how they treated me. I judged them by their character, regardless of their skin color, regardless of their religion, regardless of their sexuality. I gave them respect as long as they respected me, as long as they were a respectful person. I judged them on the way they acted and carried themselves and their character. And growing up myself, I never experienced, racist events going on. Sure, there wasn't a ton of people of color where I grew up, but there were, lots of them. Lots of them. That sounded horrible. There were lots of people of different skin colors, and I had lots of friends of different skin colors, and we never looked at anybody differently, even if their sexuality was different than ours, their religion was different of ours. They were just part of the group, and we treated them as Canadians. We treated them as just one of the boys. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking more on my high school years and playing hockey, and a lot of times hockey can be seen as you'll see these myths and stories sometimes perpetuated, but racism, I feel, is a learned thing. People are taught to be racist, and the people that say, oh well, you just have to ignore skin color, or you got to be colorblind, just act like you don't see color. Well, that's kind of silly. Like, we have eyeballs. We can see, that person's black, we can see, right? But it's about not discriminating against people. Racial discrimination. I don't know what the answer is. I think it's educating people, and teaching people about tolerance and our differences, celebrating differences, and maybe it's gonna take a lot. And there's bigger issues as well with systemic police brutality and the police state that we kind of currently live in, and more laws are being enacted every day. Freedoms are kind of being squeezed. But yeah, let's spread some positivity, and let's see what Dax is going to tell us here. DAX, Black Lives Matter, official music video. As always, everybody, make sure to like and subscribe. You enjoy the channel. Leave your comments down below what you think about this issue, and yeah, let's get into this. Remember when we were kids and didn't see color? Oh man, that's so true. Little kids, they don't notice. They don't. And the society and our, I don't know, these things are learned positions, and sometimes it's a family. So it's about education, parenting, and luckily, thankfully, I had great parenting, great upbringing, great friends, and I was always taught to treat people with respect regardless, and you judge them on their character. If somebody is an asshole, then they're an asshole. It doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter what sexuality they are. It matters how they conduct themselves. So anyways, let's go. Remember when we were kids and didn't see color? Okay, let's go. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. So George Floyd said, I can't breathe. Eric Garner, 6 years ago, said the same thing. So these things are ongoing. And the media, of course, loves this because the ratings spike. But at the end of the day, the same thing happened. Police killing people that should never have been killed for no reason, and then not getting their due justice. That's one of the bigger issues and one of the bigger reasons why the reaction is so strong. You know, if a police officer gets killed, all of the police, they're going to send like every single available officer to wherever the shooting's going on. They're going to be vengeful. They're going to be mad, and they're going to stick together as a family, and they're going to rightfully react very, very powerfully. And then sometimes, you know, they wonder why the populace, the black community is responding, because the video evidence is there. And yeah, the dude's been charged, but there's other instances where, yeah, justice is not doled out properly. And it's an issue, a very big issue, with police protecting the bad apples, and you know, protecting the six of their fellow officer when they know that officer has done something bad. So that's what needs to be worked on. Transparency, you know, making sure that people feel that they're not going to have punitive action acted upon them, lose their positions, lose their jobs, because they come forward saying that this guy is abusing his power. This officer is abusing their power. They need to feel freely to come forward. And I think there's steps that can be taken. Body cams should be mandatory. Body cams should be mandatory. And maybe integrating like paramedics or EMTs, integrating that system with the police forces, I think would help too in these situations. So anyways, let's go. Rioting is bad though, but it's a reaction.
Yeah, this a revolution in our time. Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody.
This a revolution in our time. Ooh.
Revolution in our time. Everybody's
revolution in our time.
Fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot.
Change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Revolution in our time. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Riot. Woo. Okay.
Yeah, this a revolution in our time. Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody has a voice. Don't you dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence. Let these words dry the tears.
I don't necessarily agree with that. Some people have social anxiety. Some people are afraid to speak, probably because they're afraid of saying the wrong thing, even though they're an ally. But yeah, we need more positivity. And more not looking at people as robots, like seeing all police officers as evil. You know, they're just humans. And yeah.
Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody has a voice. Don't you dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence. Let these words dry the tears of our people that are crying. We can bring back hope, but not the people that are dying. It's what happens when the people you.
We can bring back hope, but not the people that are dying. That's poignant right there.
Dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence. Let these words dry the tears of our people that are crying. We can bring back hope, but not the people that are dying. It's what happens when the people you repress ask for change in the country that they built, but you've ignored and denied. This is Sandra Bland, George Floyd, and every single family. Police brutality is intervened in and destroyed. Couple bad cops can't define all you other boys. So every good cop needs to stand up and make some noise. Black, white, Asian, doesn't matter, cause we can't avoid. So let's all come together, join hands, and just get annoyed at people who believe racism makes sense in a country built up minorities, slave work employed. point. Nobody's born racist, man. It's something you learn, deep rooted in your brain from the day of your birth. I think it's time that we repair all of these bridges we burned and let love out of our hearts onto the cheeks we've turned. Spread love, show love. Let's get rid of this curse. Don't wait for anyone to act. Man, you go first. 400 years wasted. Let's get rid of this hurt, because that's the only way we'll ever see peace on earth.
I like that message. I like that message. Black, white, Asian, everybody. Come together.
Change is what we really need. Cut me open, cut you open, res the color every single human being bleed.
Change is what we really need. Cut me open, cut you open. We both bleed red. Nice.
Change is what we really need. Cut me open, cut you open, res the color every single human being bleeds. Let's come together, cops, citizens, and in between, and rally for the rights of everybody.
Hey, let's come together, cops, citizens, and everyone in between. Nice.
Change is what we really need. Cut me open, cut you open, res the color every single human being bleeds. Let's come together, cops, citizens, and in between, and rally for the rights of everybody in humanity. Black, blue, white, green, playing for the same team. Mine, I'm okay, but boy, that doesn't mean I can't dream. Black lives matter, shouldn't anger you or make you scream. All lives matter, cause we aren't treated equally. Remember when we were kids and didn't see color, and when we played in kindergarten and I called you my brother. Then we grew up and they taught us we should hate on each other, even though we went in the same and we all came from our mothers. I hope y'all understand, hate is not a trait, it was learned, man. Equality is the quality we need inside this earth, man. Give and receive is the karma that you earn, man.
All right, so that was Dax with Black Lives Matter. I like the message of that video of positivity, togetherness, and people coming together, trying to be understanding other perspectives, I mean, being open, one of hope. And sometimes these things can be preachy and stuff like that, but I thought it was very well done. He had some really nice lines, like simple facts, like you cut me open, you cut you open, and all humans bleed red. We need everybody to come together, regardless of color or creed. We need to stop hating, stop, pointing fingers, stop a lot of stuff. But yeah, I liked it overall. Very nice. So that was my first experience with Dax. Pretty cool. That was obviously a specific type of song. It's more a topical, a message-driven track. So I'd be interested to see what else he's got up his sleeves. Loving the hair. Anyways, we'll see you soon, everybody. Take care of yourselves. And, yeah, later.